Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Club. In this lecture, the learner will be able to know the kernel and microkernel. The kernel and microkernel. The topic is kernel and microkernel. In this lecture, the learner will be able to understand the microkernel architecture, the function of microkernel, definition of kernel, and the functions of kernel. These are the outcomes of this session. So let's start kernel first. Okay, kernel, it is the main part of operating system. What is kernel? Firstly, it is the I must say it is the main part of operating system. It is the main part of operating system. Okay, main part of operating. I must say that means it is the backbone of the operating system. I must say it is the backbone of the operating system. In other words, I must say the operating system is nothing without kernel. So this is very important. The operating system, I must say the operating system is nothing without kernel, without kernel. It is the core of the operating system, or I must say it is the core of the operating system. Like for example, the body without brain is not possible. Without brain, the body is not possible. Same thing, operating system without kernel is not possible. Operating system without kernel is not possible. This is the classical example of a kernel. Okay. As an example, when you say the car starts, then you are talking about the engine of the car. Same as when we say operating system, then we are talking about kernel. Understand now? Then we are talking about kernel. When we say operating system, then we are talking about kernel. Okay, about kernel. So CPU scheduling, memory management, and device management are the main things of operating system, which is controlled by kernel. This is the functions, one of the functions of kernel. Now I can say functions of kernel. Functions of kernel, I must say CPU scheduling, number one, CPU scheduling, memory management and device management. Memory management and device management. Memory management and device management are the main things, are the main things in operating system, main thing of operating system which is controlled by kernel, which is controlled by kernel. That is kernel, that is you can say kernel control the CPU scheduling, memory management and device management. These are the main parts, main thing in operating system, main parts of operating system. This is controlled by a kernel. This is the one of the functions. Or another important function of kernel, I must say another important function of kernel, that is when a thread wants to create, number 2, when a thread wants to create a new thread or destroy any existing thread, destroy any existing thread it makes a kernel call. Then it makes a kernel call which takes the action, okay. This is very important. That means when kernel will takes the action when a thread wants to create a new thread or destroy any existing thread, then operating system call kernel, then kernel will take the action, will solve the problem. Okay, when a thread wants to create a new thread or destroy any existing thread, then kernel will solve it. Kernel solve the problem. That is, it makes a kernel call, then kernel solve the problem. Okay, this is another functions of kernel. Now kernel is a central component of operating system, responsible for communication between computer software and computer hardware. That is, it is the interface between computer software application and computer hardware. So this is another important things of kernel. It is the central component of operating system. It is the kernel. Kernel is a central components of operating system central component of operating system, responsible for communication between responsible for communication between computer software and computer hardware. Okay, computer hardware, or you can say that is it is the interface between software application and computer hardware Okay, so this is another important things. Kernel is a central component of operating system. That is It is the central component of operating system for communication between communication. There is a communication between computer software and computer hardware. If there is needed for communication between computer software and computer hardware, then kernel will take the action. That is, it is the interface between software application and computer hardware. It is the interface. If we see the diagram, that means software application here, software application here, and this is the kernel, and this is the hardware, computer hardware. Hardware means you can say CPU hardware, you can say CPU, memory, etc. etc. Okay, so we can say kernel is the interface between software application and hardware, computer hardware interface. This is the kernel. So kernel is the interface between this and this, that is software application and computer hardware. Okay, so this is all about kernel. Okay, so now what is microkernel? Microkernel, very important. Sometimes the question may be like, write the short note of kernel and microkernel. It is important for BCA, BTech, MCA, MTech, computer science, MSc computer science, etc. So what is actually microkernel? If we see first the diagram microkernel architecture, then we can say this is microkernel. I am drawing first microkernel architecture. Microkernel architecture, that is number one, that is dispatching, message passing. This is the microkernel architecture, that is paging and protection. Okay, this is microkernel architecture. You can say the diagram figure. This is microkernel architecture. Okay, so now point wise I can explain that is microkernel. It is the if any one of this component, that like dispatching, message passing, paging and protection, if one component crash, suppose any one of them is crashed, then other component keeps running. This is important. If suppose dispatching is not working properly, but message passing can work properly, so that means it is not dependent with each other. That is we can say if one component crash, then other component keeps running. That is why keeps running? Because components are in different address space. So I must write it. If one component crash, then other components keeps running. Since components are in different address space. Components are in different address space. Like for example, suppose if message passing is not working properly, then other component, that is dispatching may work properly. So this is the classical example of microkernel. One of the component is not working, then other component keeps running properly. Okay, microkernel, it is mainly a software program. So we can say it is mainly a software program. It is mainly a software program. It is loaded in main memory. It is loaded in main memory. It is loaded in main memory. It performs only the existing or basic function of operating system. It performs, this is another important, it performs only the essential or basic functions, or basic, you can say basic functions of an operating system. Microkernel, that is function. If I see the function of microkernel, functions of microkernel, that is microkernel provide process scheduling, memory management and communication service. Number one, that is functions. If we see the point wise functions, that is microkernel provides microkernel provides process scheduling, memory management